Scarpins Avenue.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Sklar Country, the virus edition, aka the Panty Pods,
aka Two Fools, No Rules,
aka two sports nerds talking of two sorts, no words, aka Sklar. Thank you so much, Charlie Schulman, for sending that in.
Boom, and then aka Huddleman, Huddlestein,
aka Huddletron, aka Mike Huddlestein. AKA Old Zealand, AKA the AKA guy.
He liked that.
Yeah, he liked that.
So we're building community between AKAers.
Connecting the AKAers. Guys, we got stories. We want to get into it with you. Hope you're doing okay. This is crazy end of days stuff happening.
As we barrel towards the election, we will be your guide through the weird and the wild and the crazy and give you relief from the madness, from the 9 hurricanes that are hitting our coast and the fires that are burning California and Oregon down.
Even if it's just 20 minutes, this is what we hope to do for you. And so let's jump into one right away.
Okay, Randy.
We have given Smash Mouth a ton of shit on this podcast. And that's
was even before they played their stupid show at Sturgis.
Right? Like, just we're allowed to do it. But, you know.
Which, by the way, that was an outdoor show, fine, but still.
Outdoor, but still
definitely not socially distanced, and nobody was wearing a mask.
And the lead singer went on an anti-mask rant on stage.
Hey now, he's an all-star.
Remember Sturgis, the super spreader that spawned 250,000? Someone said 260,000 cases.
Yeah, it's possible.
Pissed off a lot of frontline workers, didn't it, Jay?
And you thought white supremacy was the most dangerous thing to come out of Sturgis.
Ha! So a lot of frontline healthcare workers are like, why are you bringing this? Like, the reason it was bad is because it brought it to the
world.
Right.
Because Sturgis wasn't a local event. It's where people came from all corners of the United States. That's the definition of a super spreader.
Right. So
starts one place, goes everywhere else.
And a healthcare worker is like, we don't want to have to deal with this if we don't have to deal with this. Like, you're the ones who are making us have to deal with this, and which is why it's a pain in the ass. So we have a story now about an upcoming concert that you won't believe who's sponsoring it.
Let's get into it.
The preeminent healthcare organization in a COVID-19 hotspot is sponsoring an indoor country and Western concert.
Country and Western, both.
That will not require masks and has not yet decided whether it will impose social distancing. Yay. The healthcare company. Oh, my God.
Why not have a goddamn rodeo while you're at it?
Or an orgy. An old-fashioned country and Western
orgy.
Yeah.
Not just a country orgy, a Western orgy.
Country and West. Sisters and brothers.
Brothers and sisters. Ain't we having fun?
And the nonprofit, God damn it, Sanford Health of Sioux Falls, South Dakota, is presenting the October 24th event in conjunction with the state's governor. This idiot.
This is how you know.
Kristi Noem. I'm going to say Noem to you, Noem.
This is how you know South Dakota is screwed. Their health organizations are sponsoring this.
I feel like South Dakota is screwed up so much, they should have to put masks on the presidents on Mount Rushmore. Because I'm afraid that
the monuments are going to get COVID.
They're going to die. They're going to fall off, crumble, and die. The governor endorsed the Sturgis motorcycle rally last month. Why not?
Yeah.
Where nearly 500,000 people gathered, largely without masks or social distancing.
For 10 days, right? It's a 10-day
before
thing.
Returning home, which a report by a team of economists with the Center for Health and Economics and Policy Studies at San Diego State University assumes 260,000 cases resulted out of that of COVID.
Unreal.
She will now be hosting the annual Governor's Pheasant Hunt. Hey, dummy, why don't you skip it this year?
Skip the pheasant hunt, dipshit.
Which will include a musical concert. Skip it next year, too.
You know who's going to thank you if you skip the pheasant hunt?
The pheasants.
The pheasants.
And the peasants, you dummy. This is or hold it. Or you know what? Hold it. This is the year the pheasants strike back. They're like, you guys
people's eyes out.
You guys gather, you guys get sick and die, and we win.
Yeah.
With regard to attendance and therefore likely infections, the Chris Young concert Noam and Sanford are putting on in Sioux Falls is a relatively small affair, only expected to draw about 5,000 people. That's
so then that means it will infect 25,000 people,
maybe,
right?
Or I don't know. Even if it only infects 2,500 people, it's a bad thing. Maybe this is Sanford Health's way to drum up more business.
That's
right.
Ever
wonder there? Hey guys, times are tough.
Let's get you sick so we can get you into our system over here.
But the concert dwarfs the rally in terms of hypocrisy. The Sturgis gathering was not sponsored by a health organization. Sturgis is sponsored by a bunch of dumb bikers. This is sponsored by a healthcare organization that follows the established CDC precautions at its 46 medical centers.
This is definitely a way to drum up business. That's what it
210
is.
clinics, 233 senior living centers, and 158 rehab facilities. If you kill the people in your senior centers, you won't be able to collect money from them. Or I don't know, maybe you'll figure out a way to do that.
String them along, keep them alive as long as possible.
Sanford Health's website urges everybody to do the same. So they're telling people to follow the CDC guidelines, Jay.
But when they themselves are hosting a country and Western indoor concert,
they're
they're
not
saying,
gonna enforce it.
we don't need it. Do we need it? We
Well,
don't
you-
need it.
You know you'll be well taken care of at their medical facilities.
Yes.
If they're endorsing this, they just did away with, I think, the doctors needing to wash up before surgeries. They're like, do we really need... You guys look clean.
I used to breathe easily, and then I went to South Dakota.
Don't bother about science. We're only a medical facility.
Now I'm dead and in the ground like my man Abe Pagoda.
This is not a Biden rally, for Christ's sake. Get your masks off. If you have to go to the grocery store, this is what they say, pharmacy or anywhere else where social distancing is tough, the CDC now recommends wearing a mask. The Sanford Health website notes. So the website is saying if you are in a tight, and I don't know if you've been to a tight space with a lot of people. We went out to dinner outside this past weekend, and there were a lot of people at the outdoor mall area that we were at, and it was nervy. I was like, get these people away from me. I don't feel safe here, and I had a mask on. I'm like, this doesn't...
When do you think we're going to really feel safe again?
I don't know.
To do something like that. It's insane.
2024. So be careful when you're picking up that beer that you'll be drinking in the parking lot for the concert. But once you're inside, feel free to square dance with your new life partner. I guess this is on their
Is that on the website?
They're now recommending for anyone in public settings where we're staying 6 feet away.
They are now recommending that.
Yeah, where staying 6 feet away is difficult, especially where the significant...
What they're saying is, don't even read this. I can tell you what they're trying to say. What they're trying to say is, you got to wear a mask.
You got to wear a mask.
In a situation where you don't know you can guarantee the 6 feet, put a mask on.
And they're saying the grocery store or the pharmacy is going to be
If you've ever been to a concert, nobody is 6 feet from anyone at a concert.
Yeah. If you know anything about general admission and the floor where people are staying.
Nobody's respectful of anyone's personal space. Everyone's on top of each other. We're all rushing the stage. That's what a concert is.
Yes, people will be wearing cowboy hats, but that still doesn't allow... You're going to spit droplets on each other.
5,000 people in an indoor space. It's like a Trump rally with,
less cussing
and more intelligible.
There you go. In an added twist, the indoor space where as many 5,000 people will be gathering with no mask requirement and no guarantee of social distancing is named after T. Denny Sanford. I mean, I say if it's named after T. Denny Sanford, you got to call it the Dummy Center.
Or the Dipshit Dome.
Or the Asshole Arena. That is the same billionaire philanthropist who poured more than $1 billion into the healthcare outfit that also bears his name. He may not be aware that his name is doubly connected to what is...
I'm sure he's aware.
You think he is?
Yeah. He needs an event to happen. He can put some more people through his system. This is a win-win for this guy.
You think so?
Yes.
So he's limiting the crowd there to 50% capacity. I guess this place holds 10,000
So it
people.
is like a Trump rally.
It's half capacity.
50% full.
But several of the open sections are already all but filled. There's only one ticket available in a 514-seat section. Sanford Health. We make our own rules, right? Let's come up with for the health organization that is sponsoring an indoor country and Western concert in South Dakota. Let's give them a new slogan.
All right, Sanford Health. You need to get sick before you get better.
I love that. Sanford Health. Spread the word. You know what? Super spread it.
Sanford Health, we're here to make sure everybody has pre-existing conditions.
Sanford Health, putting the South back in South Dakota.
That's good.
Is that good?
I like that one.
Denny Sanford has his own troubles in the form of a search warrant for child pornography that was executed at his home last month.
Whoops.
Yeah. What is the medical term for that, Jay?
Self-castration?
Yeah, probably.
Self-flagellation?
Probably, yeah.
Can they put that in the title on the dome?
This guy shouldn't be allowed to put his name on a pawn shop / car wash,
Chain.
let alone a bunch of medical centers.
Let alone an arena.
Yeah.
Where people go to see concerts.
You know it's bad when you trust Jared Fogle more than this guy.
Yeah, where are you guys seeing the concert tonight? At the Jared Fogle Arena. At the Jared Fogle Amphitheater.
That's right. That...
At the Fogle Dome.
It does. Okay, so now there's a federal investigation on this guy. That means things aren't winding down in your investigation.
Well, the guy
when it gets bumped up to federal, that means
no. Once it goes to federal, then he gets a pardon from this president.
Oh,
that's
okay,
how that
yeah,
works.
That's right. Sanford's lawyer, Marty Jackley. That's what Sanford got in trouble with in the first place.
He was jackling around with some underage porn.
Jackling off everywhere. Jackley told the Daily Beast that the investigators have not found anything that would support criminal charges, and there have been no further word. Translation, he hit it very well.
He hit it. He did a good job hiding
So they did find stuff.
Right.
But they didn't find anything that in his mind would translate. How much lawyer
While he was
speak is
hard,
that?
he was erasing hard drives.
There
That's
you
what
go.
you're trying to say.
However it ends, Denny Sanford cannot be held responsible for this concert, which amounts to madness in the midst of this pandemic. He should be. Don't you think he should be on trial for this
100%.
thing?
Yes.
The blame for that, they say, falls primarily on Sanford Health, along with Noam and Chris Young, a country star whose recent songs include If It Ain't God.
If that ain't God, then what?
If that ain't God, then what is it? Denny Sanford? Is that who it is?
With some child porn on his Dell laptop?
Neither Sanford Health nor Young could be reached for comment. Well, that's weird. They clammed up pretty quickly.
That's crazy.
Maybe you can't hear them through the masks they're wearing. Back in May, Young canceled a series of 4 concerts saying safety was his first concern.
Now he doesn't care about safety anymore, I
He
guess.
suggested that he might not start playing shows for live audiences until next year. But then Sanford Health came a-calling.
Hey,
South
we're a
Dakota.
health center.
Yeah.
How could we steer you wrong?
You have to ask yourself, how badly do you want to see a Chris Young show? You know what I mean?
Like myocarditis in a year bad? Is that how badly you want to see Chris Young?
I want to see Chris Young so bad I want to be on a ventilator in 6 months. Is that it?
That's how badly you're going to want to see him? Well, then
He said, if that's what we need to do to keep people safe, he told the country now, not just my fans of the shows, but the people who work with me, who are my road family, I don't want to put them in any situation where their safety is at risk. Well, he seems like a pretty reasonable guy. Or is he?
No.
Because he's doing exactly that, appearing a star attraction in Noam's effort to make the annual hunt. This is Noam's effort to make this year's hunt, quote, bigger and better than ever before.
Yeah.
This is not the year to make anything bigger and better than ever before.
No.
Am I right?
No.
Take a step back, Noam, you idiot. We're excited to welcome Chris Young back to South Dakota to headline the concert, Noam said in his statement. I hope folks from across the state can join us for an event and help us celebrate things that make South Dakota such a special place. And folks from other states, too. Let's spread this all around, right?
Come on, bring him in.
Let's spread it out wide, guys. Noam is such an idiot, man. She is like the worst possible person to be running a state right now. You ask yourself, how did this woman become a gatekeeper? Sanford Health sponsoring an event gives everyone, in my opinion, the perfect out. They're essentially like what you said before. Hey, it's sponsored by a healthcare provider.
So how bad can it be?
I don't know. Ask Denny Sanford. I think he's allowed one phone call from whatever prison he's locked
Yeah,
up
he'll
in.
call your kid and he'll tell him the rules.
Sanford Health has no excuse, says it's 1,446 doctors, 8,500 registered nurses are on the front lines. So you're putting your own workers at risk by having this stupid-ass concert. Do it virtually, right? If you really need to have him performing there and do it virtually and have people buy tickets that way and they can enjoy it the way they want.
It's how we're performing these days.
That's right.
We still have tickets available.
Paul Hansen, CEO of Sioux Falls Division, is saying Sanford Health is, quote, honored to play a role in the concert and the accompanying event. Paul Hansen, shut the F up. Paul Hansen wants you to die. That's what he should be saying.
Paul Hansen wants
He
you to die.
doesn't care if you live or die.
No, he doesn't.
He's like the nursing home death cat that just sits in front of your door. All right. Well, Paul Hansen's here.
If he shows up at your room, you're going to be dead in 48 hours.
That's right. He's pulled more plugs than a plumber at a shtetl, folks.
Yanks.
In supporting a possible super spreading event, Sanford Health is betraying the spirit of one bit of music, which can be rightly proud to be associated with this thing. The song "Hold Me Now," about the courage of those in the face of the dire. One of their health providers wrote a song, I guess it's a country song, called "Hold Me Now," where it talks about all the good things that the healthcare workers do. Chris Haynes. Is that Chris Haynes? Is that Garth Brooks' side project?
That was Chris Gaines.
Chris Gaines, I'm sorry. He manages guest services, valet services, and volunteer services at Sanford Health in Fargo, North Dakota. Sanford Health website reports by the songwriter by night. He's an accordionist for a rock polka band. I'm gonna say
I love this guy.
I love him.
I'm into this dude.
Right?
Weird Al, he's like a Weird Al protege.
He's like exactly. He's like a Shetland Weird Al. Cite further notes. While the song was produced, the band was following Sanford Health and CDC recommendations by social distancing. So this clearly means something to them.
Totally.
Just in the making of this song, they're like they were socially distanced, but yet they're This is unbelievable pressure. And there they are with all these fans. We call it Hold and Care for the Sick, the site quotes. Called to hold and care for families of the sick and the brave. Like, they are in the business of having to tell family members that your family member is going to die because of this.
Yeah.
And
let's have a concert. Let's have a concert for 5,000 people. Let's sponsor it.
Anyone in the Sioux Falls region who does not catch COVID-19 at the Sanford Arena show hosted by Sanford Health can get tested at a Sanford lab, by the way. That's just to let you guys know this. I mean, I trust them to not lose the nasal swabs. It's Sanford Health, the brass standard of healthcare in South Dakota.
That's right.
You idiots. You are the reason that people are like, whatever. We don't need to wear
Step
masks.
up. Have some balls. Don't do a country concert right now. Just don't.
I say don't do it ever.
All right.
All right. That is our first story. Okay.
That was a doozy. That was a long story.
It was a long one. Like to go deep in this
man,
thing.
You went way deep.
All right. When we come back, we got a great one for you. So just stick around. This is Sklar Country, the Virus Edition. Don't go anywhere.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. Only a few tickets left. About 30, 40 tickets at this point are left.
I mean, by the time we checked it this morning. So this will drop tomorrow. We checked it this morning.
It's probably about 60 total tickets left.
Not a lot.
And tomorrow that will be cut in half and then it'll be sold out. So
just if you're thinking about doing the Live Down Peopletown, Eventbrite.com, Live Down Peopletown, Mike Birbiglia, Mike Doty. This Saturday night, 6:30 West Coast time, 9:30 Eastern, and of course, 7:30 Central.
We're putting up classic episodes of Dumb People Town on our YouTube page.
Yep. So go to Scarborough Country on YouTube, subscribe, watch these episodes. It's going to be a blast. You get a chance to see your old guests in a world that was pre this.
Where we hung out in a room together. The joy, the riffing, the hanging out.
Oh, the joy.
You'll
so
enjoy
check that out, and I hope you enjoy that. Let's jump into it.
All right. I feel like we do a lot of things on this podcast.
We do.
We highlight stupid people doing stupid things with regard to the pandemic.
We attack dangerous hatred and racism in every form.
We note the reemergence of the animal kingdom.
It has reemerged. They've reclaimed the earth.
And I feel like we're on a constant quest to find the worst person in the world.
We constantly are one-upping ourselves with this.
I got a new entry into this story, and it kind of
dovetails with our first story.
Yes, she is a nurse. Well, she was a nurse until she started talking on the radio in her home country of England,
and then she got suspended.
She got suspended. So let me just ask you: do you know how crappy of a person you have to be a nurse right now? Something the world needs tons of.
Can't afford to lose.
Even one of.
Right.
And then to then go get suspended
to
in
be
this
like,
moment.
We need every single one of you, and we need double the amount of people that you have, but can't
you gotta go.
We can't.
You're so awful that you got to go.
We can't have you.
Meet Kate Shemirani.
I don't want to.
By the way, that means that you're not even the worst person in your friend group. Your stupidity and hatred and toxicity is too much to even use you as a human shield against the global killing machine.
I wish we could put you in there.
She's an awful human being, Kate Shemirani, who is just literally deserves the worst that life can dish out. You know how she is the person you think of when you're sad.
And you're like,
when someone like RGB dies.
RBG
dies.
RBG is gone and this person's still around?
Right. How is she allowed to live? There is no God.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you say.
That might be true.
Maybe it's true. I don't know. But this is why she is that lady, okay? She's a mom of 4, so she's a saint. Mm-hmm. She shot to fame after she started claiming that she didn't believe COVID-19 on her local radio. She didn't believe that it's real.
She's a nurse. Again, this is why this is so dangerous. This is as dangerous as a health care center sponsoring an indoor concert.
Because it's giving dummies who don't want to believe the permission. She becomes the official that they quote.
She's on the front lines. She says it's a hoax. Don't listen to this idiot.
So she got on the radio station in East Sussex in March. So get on that East Sussex morning Zoom. Let them have it. You old fat bag of garbage. She isn't fat. She's just a bag of garbage. Right. Ms. Shemirani, who has been registered, I guess, as a nurse, not a sex offender.
I was going to say as a sex offender.
For 35 years has claimed that vaccines are poisonous and contain military-style technology that allows governments to trace people's thoughts.
Seriously? I thought she was going to say the government controls us through Starbucks because
two flew over the cuckoo's nest on that one.
That's right.
She says that through vaccines, the government can trace your thoughts and even download information into people's brains.
What?
Whose side are you on, you dummy?
This tells you that
you can't even conspire properly.
Right.
Think about who's the government of England right now. And who's the government of the United States?
Boris Johnson.
It's
conservatives who agree with you,
who don't believe in wearing masks. They're downplaying the pandemic.
That's right.
So this particular government
is getting into your head. Okay.
So they're going to download crazy thoughts.
They're going to download crazier thoughts than you're spewing out right now.
If they are downloading the thoughts that they have, then they'll be like the crazy thoughts that you're trying to put out there. So you should be excited
that they're not. People will not be warning people about this. Won't you be happy when that happens?
They, the government, will be able to look at every aspect of what's going on in our brains, even the tumbleweeds in your brain, you dummy.
I'm sorry.
Not only can they pick it up, they can download it into us. Download into us. Does that sound sexual?
I mean, that sounds like how she got 4 kids.
Yeah.
She got downloaded into several times.
Then there's a photo of this fool in the article in the Star, and the caption reads, "Kate Shemirani does not believe COVID-19 is real."
That's a great caption on the photo.
It's made up by the government.
Because every government wants their economy to fail.
That's the fast track to success right there.
Every government wants unemployment to be over 10%.
She also tweeted that the public will wake up on a cattle truck or in the showers, and claims that the current crisis is a scandemic. Hey, here's a rule of thumb, okay? If you are referencing and trying to compare your current situation to the Holocaust,
you're going to be wrong.
Yeah, and also maybe don't use like a cutesy word combo like scamdemic.
Yeah.
You stupid idiot.
Yeah.
Her claims that the virus were linked to 5G mobile tech.
Oh, yeah.
I
knew that was going to be.
Repeatedly blame the virus on cell phone towers. That's going to give you credibility.
That's right.
She wrote, "Murder, genocide, the NHS is the new Auschwitz."
I don't think so.
Maybe check with Jews before you start comparing your stupid life and your tiny problems.
And your made up shit about 5G controlling people's minds.
When you're comparing that to getting gassed in the showers, which definitely happened. She has been suspended for 18 months.
Only 18 months?
Right, and is being investigated by the Nursing and Midwifery Council for her promotion of 5G conspiracy.
I want to be the midwifery council.
Midwifery.
I think it's Is it midwifery?
It is midwifery. Does that seem like too little time to you? She should have been banned.
Oh, yeah.
At this point, just ban this woman. 100%.
She should not be able to work.
Midwives of the world, ban this woman.
Yeah.
She said she's not worried about the council's investigation because they have a terrorist agenda to commit genocide.
Of course they do.
Genocide against whom? How do you get genocide against white people?
Against Christians?
Against nurses? What are you saying?
Get your conspiracy theories get your conspiracy ducks in a row, dummy, if you're going to put it out there.
Randy, she also claimed that those who do not agree with her or believe her are simply envious of her.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
She's starting to make a lot of sense.
I wish I was this idiot. I wish I was this jobless, crazy fool.
Ex-nurse. Ms. Shemirani said, "The fact that I was always graced with decent looks and I'm always very slim has generated jealousy throughout my career."
What?
Decent. Don't be modest. You're adorable.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's cool. Hold on 1 second. I lost it.
She has body issues.
Yeah, I think it's kind of cool.
I think it's cool how outwardly crazy she is to offset that slim figure of her and her decent looks, so that as soon as she opens her mouth, nobody will ever be jealous of her ever again.
No one's going to be jealous of you and what you're doing ever again.
Didn't she had conspiracy theories on 9/11 because you knew she did.
You knew she would.
She had some back pocket ones on 9/11.
Right.
Attacks. Never forget that no plane hit this building.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
No plane. Never. Slim with the zinger on 9/11.
Slim throwing shade. Slim shady.
She should. This is what I think, and this is my pitch for this woman.
Okay.
She should become Rush Limbaugh's concubine.
Just supplying him with all the pills that he needs.
And they should inject each other with COVID.
And see if they can beat it. It's a hoax, guys.
Without any medical intervention.
Come on. How good a radio would that be?
I would listen to that radio. I would watch that.
I'm telling you guys, I would listen to that show. Inject each other with COVID and see how you guys...
And then drink bleach to try to save yourselves.
That's right, you guys.
Prove
it all wrong.
The Jewish Chronicle also reported that she believes in the anti-Semitic Committee of 300 conspiracy theory that claims there's an intellectual council that controls politics, media, banking, and the military.
It's like she was like, wait a minute, you guys didn't think I was crazy enough? Wait.
I also believe in this.
That's right. She's on a roll.
In the same speech that she referenced the council, she also launched an attack on globalist philanthropist George Soros.
Great.
He should wear that as a badge of honor.
That's right.
Look, and this is what I want to come to with this before we get out of here. Just because someone is a nurse doesn't mean we automatically need to praise her. And look,
I'm all for giving frontline workers, and I know you are, all the credit in the world. They have
all
the
first
toughest job.
responders.
First responders, you guys are the ones keeping us alive.
I'm
right
all
now.
for giving you the benefit of the doubt.
Yes.
But this woman means, like we do with COVID, we need to test everyone.
And make sure they're okay.
Even if they appear asymptomatic.
Or slim.
You got to test them.
Test them.
You got to know who you're dealing with.
Yeah, decent looks doesn't mean you're a decent person.
Exactly.
And that is a show.
There you go.
All right, guys, stay connected, stay protected, don't get infected. Hey, this is not a hoax.
But we got the jokes.
Wear a mask, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.
La-ti-da, la-ti-da-ti-da-ti-da, la-ti-da.